I'm back with a very eager dog, so if this whole video is ruined, it's her fault. Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hopefully this is the last time I have to do this intro. So today's video is going to be a long-awaited hair video. Before I knew how to edit, before I had a camera to record on, maybe even before I had a computer to edit on, people have been asking me to make a hair video on YouTube. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you basically everything, talking to you about my haircut, what products I use, what I use in the shower, showing you how I style my hair and then how I maintain my hair day to day, all that there is to know about my hair, so that next time people ask, I can direct them to this video. Amen? Before I tell you anything about the hair on my head, I just want to issue a disclaimer. Since I started wearing my hair curly, people have asked me, how do I get my hair like that? What products do I use? Oh, I have that product. How come my hair doesn't come out like yours? And I will say, despite what all of the people who look like me and have hair like me on YouTube try and tell you and try and sell you, there is no product that you will use or technique that you can do that will make your hair look just like someone else's, least of all somebody whose curl pattern is looser than yours, short of doing some sort of chemical treatment. And I just want to say that because I realize, and part of why I've been kind of reluctant to make hair videos is because I think YouTube is saturated with people who look like me being disingenuous and making it sound like because they work with certain brands that that's the reason why their hair looks like that, and it's not just because their hair grows out of their head like that. So I just wanted to start in the beginning by saying that. And I'm saying that purely because most of the time if you see my hair out, it is in a wash and go. That's not to say that you cannot do a twist out or do a braid out or do a rod set or something like that and can't replicate somebody's results. You can try, and even still it might not come out the same, but there's a better chance of that versus my hairstyle being a wash and go. You can slap all this stuff on your head and your hair probably will not look the same. So I just want to get that out the way and tell you that whatever your hair looks like, your hair is beautiful. I also have a list of some of my favorite, if you're into hair typing, type 4, if you're not into hair typing, folks who have either kinky or coily hair, who I really like to follow, even though our hair is different. I just think it's important to know how to style different types of hair. And I find that their tutorials are very in-depth. They do a multitude of styles, and even amongst this list, the folks have a variety of different hair types, whether that's curl patterns, hair texture, like is their hair thin, fine or coarse, different lengths, especially if you go back in some of their video archives, you can see their hair at different lengths, how they grew it out, whatever you might want to know about a hair type that is different than mine. So I'm just gonna quickly go through this list, and I'll also have these people's channels linked in the description box just to give them a shout out. They do really good work and they have very beautiful hair and they style it well. So first person is Shari J. If you've been on YouTube for any number of years, you'll know Shari J is an OG YouTuber. She has a beautiful haircut. She shares just different parts of her life, which is really interesting. Really like her. Viviana from Viv Hair Care Therapy. She is experimenting all the time with different stuff. And she has a really unique hair texture. Whitney from Natural 85, founder of Melanin Hair Care. I feel like most people who have natural hair know who she is. Danielle from Star Puppy. She is a good example of somebody with natural hair that's relatively low density, but with a very tight texture. So she's a good person to follow if you're wondering, like, why does my hair not get big like everyone else's seems to? Excellent for that. Charming personality. Chizzy Duru, really good low maintenance natural hair person. She'll be the first person to say, I don't really like being in my hair like that, which I appreciate. Fun fact, we have the same hometown and we went to a summer program together. So I would not by any stretch of the imagination claim to know her. But some years ago, when I did know her, meet her in person, I can say she's pretty much how she was in videos. She's like very charming and everyone liked her, so I double like watching her videos. Ambrosia Malbro, again, always experimenting, doing different stuff, wearing her hair straight now, which I think is important for people to see. You can have healthy, straight, natural, and relaxed hair. Her hair is not relaxed though, don't be in her comments. Kim from the Chic Natural, Jasmine Rose, fellow New Yorkation. She used to have locks, and so she's been talking about what it's like to grow her hair out from locks. I hope I don't say this next person's name wrong. I recently started following her, Naki Nardi. I just think she's so cute. I just love her sense of style. I like how she does her hair. We have kind of similar makeup philosophies, etc. Jaleesa Moses is a good person to follow if you're interested in doing wash and goes and your hair is tight. She lately has been doing a lot of different wash and go videos, and so she's a good example of how to define your coils. And then lastly, Casey Aaliyah, again, super coily hair. She experiments a lot. She's had a lot of different lengths. Right now her hair is kind of short. And so with everybody on the list, they have a variety of different styles that they do. They have a variety of different curl patterns, curl densities, hair lengths. So those folks are great to refer to if you're just looking for ways to style hair and you want to see somebody whose texture might be closer to yours than mine might be. So now I'm going to dive into all of the specs that this model of hair came with. And just quickly go through the density, color, what type of haircut I have, a little bit of hair history, and then all of the products that I use. So to have a very brief hair history, because it's really not as involved as I think some other people's might be, I never had a relaxer, but I didn't start wearing my hair curly until I was in high school. So I did kind of have to learn my hair, especially because that was around the time that I started doing my hair myself as opposed to either my mom or a hairdresser doing it. But it wasn't like how with some folks, like when they're growing out a relaxer, you know, they don't remember what their hair looked like. My hair, anytime it got wet, it looked like this. But basically since like my freshman year of high school, I've been doing my hair myself, wearing it curly, and just through experimenting with styles and products, just came to figure out what worked for my hair and what didn't. So as I mentioned, about maybe 70 to 80% of the time I wear my hair in a wash and go, which is this is just my natural curl pattern. I put some product in it to kind of hold the curl, to moisturize my hair, obviously. Other styles that I like to do are wearing hats. I love wearing hats now that my hair is short. I also do finger coils a lot of the time, which I really do. I do wear finger coils a lot of the time. I really like doing them. I basically just follow like where my hair kind of curls up anyways. And then, as I'll mention later on in the video, I've been experimenting with twist outs because my hair is finally now long enough that I can put twists in it. And that just gives more volume than coils or a wash and go would. And the coils give more definition than a wash and go or a twist out would. As far as the density of my hair is ridiculously dense. I have a lot of hair on my head. But yeah, like if I just split my hair, you'd be kind of pressed to see my scalp. honestly. As far as color, right now I don't have any color in my hair. I've done so many different colors. I've had blonde, honey brown, black, terrible look, pretty vivid red. Right now my hair is dyed, but technically it's dyed, but it's with a semi-permanent dye on my virgin color, so it just added a little bit more dimension than my hair would have naturally, or just kind of enhanced that dimension, but it's not really too far off. But yeah, you can see my hair is really brown. My hair has always, up in this section especially, been lighter than the rest. When I was a kid, it would get like pretty blonde. Oh, and the semi-permanent dye that I have on my hair right now, I don't know what brand it is, but it's like an auburn glaze type of situation. I wanted to change my hair color, but I knew I basically hate every time I dye my hair. The tips of my hair, again, you'll see this more later, but the tips of my hair get lighter naturally as it grows out, but instead of being red, it's more of like a golden brown, golden blonde kind of color. And I'll insert a picture right here so that you can see what my hair, if I just left it alone and let it grow, what the color would look like. On to my curl pattern. Because my hair is short, it's obviously like more close to my head than it would be if it was long, just because it doesn't have that weight to kind of make it drop down. So the difference in patterns doesn't really show up as much as it would if my hair were longer. It's kinky curly. I would say my whole head is kinky curly. Like if I pick my hair out, it is an afro. It's not, you know, just like weighed down. And up until a certain length, my hair does grow out, not down like some people's. I am going to try and speed through the products that I use because there's a lot of them. I consider myself to be a minimalist, which doesn't mean that I only have one of everything, but I try to be pretty intentional about the stuff that I do have. So when it comes to the products that I'm going to show you, I use these regularly, like on a weekly basis. Sometimes I'll swap out which leave-in I use, but apart from that, I really use all of these products. And because I do wash and goes especially, I'm very particular about what products I use, because it's not like I'm just, you know, working something through my hair and then twisting it and that's locking in the curl. For me, the product is really what locks in the curl, so products are very important. So to start, in the shower, I probably shampoo my hair 2 to 3 times a week. Say what you want to if that's a lot, but I have a dry scalp. My hair is my scalp rather, is very prone to being itchy and dry. All of my skin is dry and eczema prone. So I use good old-fashioned Head and Shoulders. Because I have natural hair, I use the 2-in-1, which has conditioner built in so that I'm not stripping my hair too much. But I do need the active ingredient that's in Head and Shoulders just to keep my scalp feeling good. Right now for conditioner, I use Aussie Moist. I used to use this a lot in high school. It's good, it's cheap, I'm almost out of it. I'm not particular about conditioners, I just need something that's moisturizing, and I don't like to spend money on shower products because I was raised to believe what you use in the shower, you wash down the drain. It does set the foundation for your style, but I'm not somebody to spend $15 on shampoo or conditioner. About once a week I deep condition. This is just the Aussie Moist 3-Minute Miracle. I don't know that Aussie Moist and 3-Minute Miracle are that different. This is a little bit heavier, I will say, and both of these products have amazing slip. I just got this one because it has a pump, which I really like, and it's a bigger bottle than the squeeze tubes that they used to have. One thing that I forgot to mention is that my hair, although I have a lot of it and it's kind of tight, it does not tangle, which I'm very fortunate about. It does break a little bit, but mostly I'm using conditioner to moisturize, not really to detangle. I like products with slip just because they feel good, and I find that conditioners that don't have slip don't seem to moisturize that well anyways, but I'm not really looking at conditioners to detangle. Oh, I forgot the brush that I use. It's still in the shower. Basically, I use a knockoff Felicia Leatherwood brush in the shower. I really like it because when I'm brushing my hair, again, it's not really to detangle it, it's actually just to get to my scalp. So I like that brush because it really gets through all of this damn hair and gets to my scalp. And it does work through tangles nicely, but mostly I'm using it, I use it to detangle, but mostly I'm using it to really get into my scalp. So out of the shower, I don't towel dry if I'm doing a wash and go, but if I'm doing finger coils or a twist out, I don't do that many twist outs, but I will use just an old t-shirt that I don't wear that often anymore, and I just kind of soak up the water with that. I don't really need to let it sit on my head that long because my hair doesn't, it holds water but not like a lot. So as far as the stylers that I use for wash and go, again, I'm gonna just pick those up and show you, but you'll see how I use them later on in the video.
Giovanni Direct Leave-In. I use Cantu Moisturizing Curl Activating Cream. Cream of Nature Anti-Humidity Gloss and Shine. This is the best. I love this stuff. Gorilla Snot, I use this in place of an edge control. Yesterday Flawless Curls Mousse. Not my favorite mousse, but I do in general just like mousses because I think they give curls a really pretty shape.
So this is actually not the Cream of Nature leave-in conditioner. I just kept the bottle. What's in here is actually Jane Carter leave-in conditioning spray. I want to say it's called like Slumber Party or something like that. Just poured it into this bottle so that it has that nice spray applicator. I like to use a spray leave-in conditioner if I'm wearing a hat. I don't like to just put a hat straight on dry hair. This is a knockoff of Paul Mitchell leave-in conditioner. This is called Special Conditioner from Harmon. I love it because it smells like an old lady. It has just such a like classic like beauty supply, like every beauty supply store in the world smells like this. And this stuff, it doesn't have very much slip, but it moisturizes the hell out of my hair. If I'm doing finger coils, I'll just spray my hair with a little bit of water, put some of this in it, and then use the product I'm about to show you. This is Carol's Daughter Pracaxi Nectar Curl Twisting Custard. Really good for finger coils as well. So sometimes I do finger coils like if my wash and go just isn't looking right come like day 3 or so. I'll just section my hair the same way I section it for a wash and go and just kind of follow the natural curl pattern, do finger coils. This also just has like a very clean, not heavy smell, and I really, really like this product. It's so lightweight that I can't just use it by itself, but it's a good kind of refresher if I already have product in my hair, if that makes sense. As far as tools that I use on my hair, obviously, this one is great because it has metal teeth, and it's good because the teeth are so long that you can really like slide it into your hair and just lift it up. You can slide it and just lift it up and not disrupt your curl too much. I don't really like short picks with my hair being short because you see I'm not just like using the tips and just going all around. I really get in there and push up. And again, it's good for getting through to the scalp if I need a good head scratch. These came with my clippers. I actually need more of these hair clips, but these are excellent for short hair because the like butterfly clips that a lot of people use, you can't grasp your hair with it. So I guess it is the same with the pick. If your hair is short, as opposed to thinking of how do I get in this way, you have to think horizontally. So this is good, again, to just slide into the hair. I wish I had more of these so I could section all of my hair at once, but since I only have two, I have to go section by section. At night, and I'll show you this in depth so I won't say too much now, but at night I wear a silky, my boyfriend calls it a do-rag without a flap, whatever. I'm pretty sure that this is from Dollar Tree. And then lastly, I have one of these amazing Beauty Guru water bottles. Has a really excellent mist so the droplets aren't just like shooting onto your freaking head. This one was from Harmon. I don't know how common Harmon is. That's also where the conditioner is, but Harmon is just Bed Bath & Beyond brand. I'm gonna say that this was about $6. I know Sally sells them for like $10, and I'm not spending that much for a water bottle. So those are all of the products that I use on my hair. What it do? Here's me with a face mask. I just wanted to quickly show y'all a clip of what I was working with before I washed my hair. This was an experimental twist out. I promise it looked better, but I had just woken up. And I just wanted to quickly show y'all the different colors that are in my hair. You can kind of see the dimension a little better. And then also see the different curl patterns and lengths that I have on my head. So here I am, so fresh and so clean out the shower. And I wanted to show y'all what my texture looks like before I put any product in it. This is my hair soaking wet. I do not use a towel. And I'm just sectioning my hair and doing the front using Giovanni Direct leave-in. That's like a natural hair staple. And for a while, I could not figure out what to do with this product. I did not understand the hype, but now I really like it with the other products that I'm going to use. So as you can see, I'm just smoothing my hands through my hair, and you will see that is the key to this wash and go for my curl pattern, is really just continuously smoothing the product through my hair. So you can see some of that frizz is gone, but that's mostly for moisture. This is the real star of the show, the Cantu Activator Cream. I use about that much. And this product I'm really going to work in my hair because I do think it does an excellent job of just smoothing out that frizz and really, like it says, activating the curl. So you can see the frizz is much more reduced. The curls are a lot more defined than if I had just used leave-in, because I have too much hair on my head to just use leave-in. So here I'm applying more of that leave-in, and I slowed this down, or really it's in real time, so that y'all can see what I do at the top of my head. So when I'm conditioning my hair in the shower, I brush my hair straight back. And so some of the smoothing and styling is to get it up off of my scalp. And I'll keep saying that because I do like having volume in my hair even though it's short. So I'm just really working that leave-in to moisturize my hair and to get it moving in the direction that I want it to go. And this top section of my hair is the loosest. I don't know if that really registers on camera, but it doesn't need as much love and affection as, for example, the front of my hair, which is kinkier. And then the last long section of my hair is the back, like underneath the crown. Hello, October. And I'm just working the product through the back of my hair, more so using my fingertips than the palms of my hand at this point, just because the section is smaller and because those curls behave a little bit differently. So now for the sides, I'm really just using my fingertips because the hair is shorter, and also that hair, I don't know if it's like, I don't know what its deal is. I think that it's coarser but looser than the top or something. The sides of my hair are really wonky, so I just do them separately because I want to make sure that they get defined. So I just applied more of that Cantu, as you can see, just working it into my hair really well. And again, this is in real time, just showing you how I'm smoothing, not curl by curl necessarily for the sides because I don't have the patience, but just to make sure that I'm getting rid of as much frizz as possible. And then the residue that's on my hands, I just use that for the shortest parts of my hair. And that I'm really just using the pads of my fingers to rake through that product and again, get the hair off my scalp, give it a little bit of volume and activate those curls. So one of the last styling products that I'm going to use is this TRESemmé mousse. This is their Flawless Curls mousse. They have one that's just like a maximum hold, not for curls. It's way better than this. This is not as strong as I would like. But I love mousse because I really think it gets my curls in ringlets, as you can see. And it doesn't have that like weird stiffness that gel does. So here, super sped up, but this is how I really style my hair. Once the product is in, I'm now smoothing my hair to smooth that frizz out, but really just to get my hair to lay in the direction that I want it to. So just smoothing and shaking over and over again. And now you can see February in the back. So here I'm using Gorilla Snot Gel. This is better than any edge control I've ever used. I have Murray's edge control. That shit is garbage. It does not work as well as $1 Gorilla Snot. And lastly, I'm using a sheen spray. Let your soul glow. It looks like Jerry Curl Activator, but I swear this stuff is great, especially for day 2. And so here's my hair wet and done, just picking out the parts, shaking it a little bit, shaking my glasses off. And just the back so you can see the different textures. So this is maybe 2-3 hours later. I just wanted to show y'all this, that if your hair dries looking weird, you didn't do anything wrong. You just need to manipulate the curls a little bit more. No one's hair just dries perfect, or at least mine doesn't. So I'm just putting some of that spray on my hands just so I'm not going in dry. And I'm just kind of separating the curls as I see fit. I don't really want anything that looks like a finger coil. I just want like very defined small curls, not so clumped. My hair likes to clump naturally. And lastly, the major key is I'm just picking my hair now to get it how I want it to fall. I'm picking the front especially. And there you go. Good morning. So it's the next day, and I just wanted to quickly show you what I do in the morning on the days that I'm not washing my hair. So as you can see, I'm wearing this little silky okie that I described earlier. And the reason why I wear this as opposed to a bonnet or a scarf is because I don't have enough hair to fit in a bonnet. You know, it just hangs off of my head. It looks kind of cool, but also kind of looks like a chef's hat. The benefit of this over a silk scarf, like what I have is 3x3 and I don't need something that's that big. And more importantly, with this, I can keep the band and what's actually covering my head at different tightnesses. So this is relatively loose on my head like a bonnet would be, because I just need it to cover my head, but I don't want it to suck my hair in. But when I tie these two parts, I make that very tight, and this isn't even touching my hair. This is shockingly my forehead. My hair starts here, top of my head. So this isn't coming off, but it's also not super tight. So you'll see. My hair obviously is flattened out, but the curls are intact. So I'm just gonna speed through what I do because I don't think that it's that mind-blowing. It doesn't really warrant a full tutorial. So hello, putting my Soul Glow back in my hair, and then I just work my fingertips through in a circular motion to, you guessed it, get my hair up off of my scalp. And then I'm just sectioning off the sides of my hair. I do sleep on my side, and so that gets flattened out while I sleep. Putting on some water and then moistening my hair just to start getting those curls to clump together. And then putting on my beloved Cantu, again, to activate those curls and kind of get them looking how I want They're not really going to look the same as they did on day one, but, you know, we try, we believe. So I'm just taking those clips out, moving my hair around, and then picking my hair out. Get some volume. I'm just putting on the Gorilla Snot again to do my edges. There you have it. That's a very, very, very in-depth description of what I use on my hair. And just to let you in on a little secret, I think my hair really does not look as good as it usually does because I was so preoccupied trying to film this for y'all that I wasn't like using my big giant mirror in my bathroom and stuff. So just kind of close your eyes and imagine my hair looking its best, which in my first video looked really good. And that was a day 2 wash and go. So if you have other questions as far as my hair, if there are other videos you want me to do, it might be interesting to do like a hair story video just to show you, I guess, just the different styles that I do. I have always been natural, like I said, but I've had my hair down my back, I've had my head shaved and everything in between, and a lot of different colors too. So if you just want to see some pictures, I'd be happy to make a video about that. So I hope this answered a lot of questions that you do have, and I'll see you next time.